All right, so I might have messed up the whole recording because I stopped the last one, but worst comes to worst, we'll just add this to the next, and we'll have 2 videos this week. So as I was saying, so we just saw the whole Oprah 1988 video of Trump going on Oprah saying that he may have to run for president because he's, because of what's happening in the foreign policy with this country is a disaster, and how Americans are getting shafted, and how maybe he has to do what he has to do. And then if you remember in 2015 when he came down the stairs in Trump Tower, when he just said, I declare I'm going to vote.
Oh, you mean the thing that the Simpsons predicted?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote. I'm going to run for president.
Yeah.
Remember that whole thing?
Yep.
And that's when everything changed, right? The whole landscape of America, the fake news media was exposed. And listen, Donald Trump is not the end all be all of the world. However, he is the great fucking catalyst for the corruption, and he exposed the fake news media. He exposed the Department of Justice and how the Department of
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
How
Agreed.
they're going after
Agreed.
him.
Agreed.
They're trying to kill him, trying to smear his name. I mean, he's literally has been the one to enlighten America as to what is actually happening in our government. How like if an outsider came in who was elected by the people and should have been accepted by our politicians who are paid by the people, their tax money and everything else, and they're in America, it's for the people, we the people, for the people, whatever, all bullshit. And then all of a sudden, a person comes out of the woodwork and actually gets elected by the people, and then he becomes public enemy number one.
Is he not the H. Ross Perot of our generation?
Yes, but he actually won.
Yeah, he won. He won because
and they would, and that was the fucking glitch in the system. That was the glitch in the matrix. The fucking problem was that the matrix was going along the whole time. The fucking presidential elections were coming, and they controlled both sides. So it didn't even matter who won. They selected the winner. Then Donald Trump came along in 2016.
We're not gonna let it happen.
Fucked everything up.
We're not gonna let it happen.
And then they fucking impeached him twice. We had the insurrection on January 6th, which was a fucking bunch of horseshit. They had the election was stolen. The fucking ballot box was stuffed because they couldn't have this man win. Because you know why? Because the powers that be, the control,
Couldn't allow it to happen.
couldn't have it because
Couldn't allow it to happen.
because their fucking power structure of the control of the world was gonna crumble. Well, now it's a million times worse. They tried to kill him twice this year, and it's not going to end now. If you think they're going to let this man walk in, you're fucking crazy. So my point is,
He's gonna win by
it doesn't matter.
millions of votes.
Okay.
Millions of votes. And it ain't gonna happen.
He won last time by millions of votes, and they somehow made Joe Biden get
But you
more.
didn't see that. You didn't see that. You're gonna see it this time.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying that don't put nothing past our deep state, the government, and the corruption that is going on. He's literally fighting against the pharmaceutical companies because Make America Healthy Again with RFK Jr. is against the fucking FDA and against all the fucking pharmaceutical companies. They're one of the most powerful fucking lobbyists in the world. The American pharmaceutical companies, Pfizer.
Can there be anybody stronger than the drug
Saying,
companies?
so he has to deal with fucking the pharmaceutical companies, the Department of Education. We're gonna dismantle that fucker. They're all against him. The fucking union leaderships are all against him. I mean, even the prison systems are all corrupt. Everything is corrupt. Every single industry in America has been corrupted by money. And Donald Trump,
Isn't it terrifying? Though?
it's disgusting. It makes me sick. And that's why I started this podcast, because I'm so sick. I'm so sick to my stomach of how they've been lying and manipulating us for our entire lives that I can't even fathom how these scumbags who we've been told to trust on TV. Oh, the news is this. Oh, the news is honest. The news gives us both sides. Fuck you people. You're all fucking you're a bunch of paid fucking CIA government operatives, and you guys should all go fuck yourselves, as far as I'm concerned. So, before this vote comes out, what we have? How many days? Today is 10/25.
12? I think it's 12. I'm fairly certain it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 days.
11 days.
11 days, America.
My math stinks.
11 fucking days to swamp the vote, make it too big to rig, get your asses out there, early vote, do whatever you got to do. Just make sure that the fucking ballot.
Don't early vote. Don't early vote. Get out there and just Just get out there and do your shit.
Here's the issue though with the early voting, which is not.
If you go out early, they can fix what you're doing.
I agree. I don't know. I honestly I feel kind of in the middle of that one because I feel like no matter what, because what happens on what happens on election day, all of a sudden we have an EMP attack and the power goes out. Then what do we do?
That's not funny to you. That's hysterical, right? Of course, that's a problem. That's an issue.
So why not vote early? Make sure your vote gets in.
Because when your vote is early, they can do something with it. And I'm terrified.
They're going to do something anyway.
I'm terrified of that.
But think about this. It's not okay. We have to get out of the mindset of the vote.
So you know where we're coming from.
Yes, but forget the vote. Because okay, so like right now we have 19 million Americans have already voted, which is an insane number, and that was as of 2 days ago. So 19 million Americans.
How's that going, by the way?
19. I don't know. I have to look it up. But 19 million Americans have already voted. So that's a huge number. So now, and they've said that that majority of those are Republicans.
That's more.
Which is huge. So,
more than we've ever had before.
Play it out.
Right.
So now every day that continues, all the early states are voting. Now say Republicans are in the lead. And then on November 5th, we have a terrorist attack or an EMP attack or some cybersecurity attack or some whatever attack. If the majority of the country has already voted the Republican, well, guess what? Even no matter what happens on November 5th, the rest of the country will be like, fuck you people. We know we won. Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
I got you.
Reverend,
I believe you. I believe you. Okay.
I was in the same boat as you, like a month ago. I was like, if we vote early, then they know how much.
I just think that they can do something with that vote when it's early.
They know how much they have to cheat, right?
Yes. Thank you.
And that's what I'm saying. And I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. But however, if you think about it the other way, like because in Arizona on election day in 2020, there was a flood in some of Arizona. There was a flood that stopped people from going to vote. There was an actual out situation where the voting stations have lost power, so you can't come vote on November 5th. See, the problem is with that is that November 5th is like one day, and they can fucking target that one day and disrupt everything. And I'm not saying I agree with early voting because I think
I'm getting this. I believe this. I'm starting to believe this
because I think that early voting is unconstitutional. I think it's disgusting.
I don't like early voting,
and I don't think it should be allowed. But I also think mail-in voting should be allowed. I think we should have paper ballots, and we should be counting those fuckers up like we used to do in old school. Fucking tally 1 for Trump, 1 for Kamala, 20 for Trump, 1 for Kamala, whatever. But either way. I look at it this way. You just got to put your vote in and pray. Because no matter what happens, this shit is not going to go over smoothly. And to bring to my next point of this, Bongino told us to bring 10 people convince 10 people, even if, no matter who they are, bring them to the fucking polls and have them vote. Send 10 emails, 10 texts, 10 Facebook posts, 10 Instagram posts. Just fucking convince everybody. And as you can see by the show,
I can't talk to you about 10. You got one.
I know
because a couple of months ago, brother. A couple of months ago, you brought me back to it because I was done.
Yeah, well,
there was no way.
There was no way. It's hard to stay positive in this world. But you know what? If we don't stand up, Michael, who does? If we're not,
and that's why we're here.
We're not the ones doing this. Who's going to be the ones?
That's why we're doing
Gen X, the X generation, the change generation. We're the ones. We're the ones that are going to change the world. X, change. Elon Musk named X for a reason.
This is why we're doing this.
We're here to change the world, dude.
Right? What's terrifying is what this is going to become.
My point is
we don't win this election right now.
That's my next point.
It's terrifying.
My next point is why is it so important that Trump wins to you?
It's everything.
Honestly,
it's absolutely everything. It's if Donald Trump does not win this election this year, all right, a Republican will never win an election again.
Why?
You've got everything coming across the border to vote. You've got all this. You've got it's terrifying. I am terrified of what this country can be on November 6th.
Okay, so now what happens if Kamala wins? In your opinion.
What happens?
In your opinion, Mike, the Reverend Ferris's opinion, personally.
Wow.
If we wake up November 6th and they declare Kamala, now whether it's legal or not,
and I'm going to tell you this: if Kamala Harris wins,
whether it's legal or not,
okay, if Kamala Harris wins on and I wake up on November 6th, I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to be happy about it. I'm going to accept it because that's the American way. That's what we do. We accept the exchange of power, and that's what we do. That's what we do. I don't believe that that's possible.
Okay, so like 2016, right before Hillary lost, they had her up by 90% to 10%. Right? You remember? I could pull it up if you want. But they had her win. They had her guaranteed 90%.
Oh, I know. That was a great. Are you kidding me? That was a great. Why woke up? That was the greatest night of my fucking life.
So think about this. So 90% to 10%, Hillary's going to win. Now we're in 2024. It's 50-50, quote unquote, 50-50. So now, is there any possible chance that fucking Kamala should actually win? If we're at 50-50 in 20, no.
Well, no, nothing would surprise me.
Yes. Okay, but so say they scam the system, they pull us off amazingly, and they somehow they've hacked every voter fucking registration system in the country, and Kamala wins. Are people, Trump supporters, MAGA, are just going to say, okay, we're good?
No, and that's actually what's terrifying to me. I believe that this country is on the brink of a civil war. I believe that, and I oh God, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want it to be Trump supporters that are willing to start a war. I don't want a Kamala Harris people that are willing to start a war. I don't want a war. I don't. None of us do. You are a Marine.
Yes, I am.
You know what it's like to go to war. I'm a pussy. Like I don't want to go to war. Okay? I don't want this, but I do want this country to fight
to change
for what's right.
Right. So now,
but I am afraid. I am afraid of November 6th.
We know.
I am terrified of November 6th.
I agree. I'm terrified.
Terrified of November 6th.
Now we agree that if Trump was,
I'm almost in tears right now because I'm fucking terrified of November.
It's true though, because no matter what happens, okay. So now let's flip it. Let's just say they declare Trump the winner, and we're all gung ho. Me and you are happy, like, yeah, Trump won. We got podcast helps, whatever. But you think that there's going to be the other 50% of the country who are like, they protested him every day of his life the first time.
If there's nothing that's going to happen that you're going to have unity, people accepting it. It's peace? Not going to happen. It's not going to happen, no matter what.
So my point is, how do we prepare for November 6th? How do we get ready for the day after the election when no matter who wins, either side is going to be like, I don't believe you. Go fuck yourself. And that's
Jamie, I don't have an answer.
I don't either. But that's the real play of the deep state.
It's terrifying.
Because divide and conquer.
They did that to us.
Think about it. What's the first? What is it? The Art of War? Fucking Sun Tzu? What's his name? Whatever the fuck that book is. Art of War. Divide and conquer. That's the number one rule for destroying a nation. No matter what happens, they've already divided us. They've already done it. It's over.
Yeah, they have.
It's happened. We're in a cold civil war right now. I put my video on this.
We have been for years.
I did a video on this weeks ago about a cold civil war. Not that anybody watches my channel, but if they were fucking smart, they would pay attention.
You watched it, but bastard, you
watched I did a video on a cold civil war. What was the Cold War? Why did they call it the Cold War? Because it wasn't actually a real war. It was a war about ideologies, right? It was about the Soviet ideology versus the American ideology. So what are we in right now? We're in the same thing in America, except it's between our people. Except we have different ideologies. We have this fucking socialist government should take charge, censorship, blah blah blah, all the bullshit versus freedom of speech, the Constitution, everything else. We're right. We are right. We are already in a cold civil war.
We have been, but we have been for 20 years. We have been for 20 years.
What's gonna make us go to a hot civil war, a real civil war? The election, right? And that's my fear.
Yep.
My fear is that this election, no matter what happens on either side, is that the powers that be are gonna twist it and fucking turn it to fucking make us fight in the streets.
I'm terrified.
We already have 20 million, whatever. Let's just be honest. Let's be fair. Let's just say 8 million. There's 8 million illegal immigrants in this country that are already in our blue cities: New York, Chicago, LA, fucking Denver, Portland.
Yeah.
It's closer to 20.
It's funny how you bring up Portland. Who the hell brings up Oregon?
It's true though. Portland's
I know.
Detroit,
You're right.
all the big blue cities are fucking are the fucking there's hot spots for this shit to jump off, because that's where all the fucking immigrants already are. They're already there. What are they waiting for? I don't know. But there's something's going to happen. And I'm not trying to spread fear or worry.
And by the way, nobody who listens to this show, all 5 of them, whatever. Listen, on no level we're not telling these people to do anything.
No, we're not saying that. Well, I'm not trying to spread fear. I'm not trying to spread fucking anger or fucking animosity.
We're just not doing that.
I'm just not doing I'm a huge proponent of people trying to accept each other, love each other, and get along and everything else. However, that doesn't mean just because I walk out and I'm like, I love you and everything else. But if you tell me I love you, you tell me to go fuck myself.
I don't need to hug you, but I don't need to shoot you.
But I'm just saying, right? But I'm saying there's people in this world that are so scared. Because our government, our media, and everything else has made it that way, that they're gonna lash out and they're gonna act inappropriately and they're gonna fucking act absurd. So I'm not saying that we should walk around and be scared. All I'm saying is just be prepared, because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. So why is it so important that Trump wins to you? For me, is that Trump represents everything that we stood as a child. That I joined the Marine Corps because I wanted to defend the Constitution, and I believed in America, and I believed that the freedom of speech, I believed in spreading, I believe that we were the light, that America is the light of the world, that we're out here to spread love, compassion, and fucking freedom of speech to the people. Now, unfortunately, our government has fucking completely twisted that whole view. And now we're out there.
Republican or Democrat, that's the way war. It's gone.
To me, as far as you're concerned, war has no place in dealing with humanity. War should be the last resort in any situation. Unfortunately for our country and our world, war is the first resort when it comes to differences between.
It seems that way,
right? War should be the last resort. It should never happen. We should be able to talk it out, get together, discuss our differences, and get along and be fine.
Are you talking about you want to hug? You want to hug people?
That's the truth.
You want to hug people instead of firebomb them?
I would love to if that was possible. However, listen, I believe that one day in the future, maybe 100 years, maybe 1,000 years, there's going to be a point where everybody's going to accept each other for who they are, no matter what color, gender, sex, blah, 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 blah. However, the problem is that the leaders are sociopaths.
They don't believe that.
They're all sociopaths. They're all evil.
Okay.
And they only have their own selfish interests at heart.
Okay.
And no one in that position is ever going to fucking be able to lead people.
Bullets are the only things that are going to work.
Exactly. But no one in that position is ever going to be able to lead us to the promised land and to salvation and to the point where we have peace.
What is the promised land?
The promised land is where...
Where's your promised land?
My promised land is where people can fucking have a disagreement and honor their different opinions and not fucking lose their fucking minds to the point to where they take it so personal that they want to fucking kill you. That's the promised land. The promised land is, let's just have a discussion. Let's talk, right? Who cares? You're a Republican, I'm a Democrat. Who gives a fuck what you like, what I don't like? Let's just talk about it. Who gives a fuck? We don't need to I don't need to shoot you because you disagree with me. I don't need to kill your family because you disagree with me. I don't need to take everybody hostage because I don't agree with you. Who cares? You don't agree with me? Great. That's awesome. Let's talk about it, right?
God bless you, man.
I'm just saying that's the future.
Greatest answer.
But let's get to that point. How are we gonna?
Let's close out the show.
How are we gonna get from here to there? I don't know.
We can't.
We will.
This election will, one way or another, and we'll figure it out.
So let's talk about. So sorry to be so negative and down, but let's talk about Ferris's Get Spot next week on the fucking radio, my man.
Jerry Patino.
That's awesome, dude.
I'm so psyched about this. She came into a liquor store that I work at, like part-time, and recognized me.
From the Opie Anthony show? Yes?
No. No, from
your band.
From Mojo
Love Dog.
Mojo Love Dog.
My man, sorry, I apologize.
All right. I'm so excited to be a part of
when is this happening?
The 30th. The 30th.
That's 5 days from now.
Jerry, I can't wait to be a part of your show. I promise. I will not curse. I will not. I promise.
Good luck with that.
I will not curse. I will not curse. I promise.
Don't believe it.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, buddy. It's gonna be hard. Jerry is an amazing woman. She is absolutely an amazing person, and she's a Hall of Famer. She's a New Jersey Hall of Famer, and and she wants me on her show. Really? Do you really just want to keep spreading your herpes? What the fuck, man?
I had to sneeze, dude. You're supposed to say "bless you," fuckface.
I'm a minister. I should.
The proper response is
minister.
The proper response is "bless you."
God bless you.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. God bless you. All right. Jerry is she's amazing, and I can't wait to be on her show this week. I'm actually nervous.
Why?
Because I'm nervous.
That's all right.
Right? I was nervous. I was nervous coming on here because I thought your mom was going to be here.
My mom wanted to come on.
And listen. This is Bello. With all due respect, ma'am, your son has been a friend of mine for years, and I love what you do. I really do. I love what your son is a part of.
You created me.
And but I'm gonna tell you, we're never gonna agree politically. We're just never gonna agree politically.
That's not true. My mom's not as left as you think.
We're not gonna agree.
Not as left as you think. My family's complicated.
I was scared to death coming here tonight.
I
wanted to see your mom, and I was.
My mom is 5'1", dude. She's 5'1", a Brooklyn girl.
She's a Brooklyn girl. That scares me.
She'll tell you to go fuck yourself. Now, she might tell you to go fuck yourself. I'm not saying that she's warranted in saying that, but she will. And
I want to go back to this. The
guest spot.
The guest spot. It's the 30th.
That's 5 days.
I'm so excited.
Do you have
about
a link
this.
or something we could post?
The Jersey Jewel. The Jersey Jewel. We can post this one way or another. The Jersey Jewel, Jerry Patino. We are not on any level going to say that our thoughts are Jerry's. Jerry, I love you, and I cannot wait to be on your show. And I promise I will be good. I promise I'll be good.
I don't believe it. But anyway.
I promise I'll be good.
Jerry, good luck.
I'll be good.
That's what I'd say. So before we close out, it's already been...
Can we do the fuck you moment of the day?
It's already been an hour and 20 minutes. I have 2 videos from tonight. First of all, we're 11 days away from election. Tomorrow starts early voting in New Jersey. Get out there and vote. Or not. If you're feeling Ferris and you want to go vote on election day, that's fine. I don't care. I don't know which way to... honestly, I'm mixed because I feel that...
make it too big to ruin.
I feel like if you vote early, I feel the same way as Ferris, that they could... Then they know how much they have to cheat by. However, I also feel like if you get out there and vote, then, and it's all over the news how the Republicans are leading, that that when they do cheat on November 5th or 6th, then we're like, go fuck yourself. They can't. We don't believe you.
They can't pull it off.
So
they can't do it.
I'm kind of in the middle. Not this time. And I don't know how to feel about it because as an American, election day is election day, and you're supposed to vote on election day, and that's the way it should be. However, the Democrats changed all these rules during COVID to fucking make us fucking vote early, mail-in ballots, all this other bullshit. So we might as well play the fucking game and beat them at their own game. That's the way I feel it. So, before we leave, Ferris, do you want to tell anybody to go fuck themselves?
I usually close the show out with a Reverend Ferris's fuck you moment of the day. And I want to go a different direction.
All right. I'm listening.
I love you.
I love you too, brother.
All right. There's nothing on this planet that I want more than the caring and the love, and I want to tell people to fuck you so bad. And I do this every week. Not this week. Not this week. I've got the greatest things in my life around me. My dogs, my friend. I love you guys more than I can ever tell you.
Love you too, brother.
I don't want anybody to go fuck themselves this week. All right, I just don't.
And I appreciate that.
Katina, you are currently in Long Island, and your grandfather died. Katina, what you know her? I'll talk you about it. All right. I'm so sorry about your grandfather. I'm so sorry that I could not be the minister there that you asked for. I'm sorry. But I just all I can ask you guys, and I don't know if we're going to have an opportunity to be on this microphone again before this election. All right.
Maybe. Hopefully we should.
I hope I am. Brittany, I love you. Jamie, I love you.
Love you too, brother.
Stephanie, I love you. I'm signing off.
All right, brother. Good non-FU moment of the day. And the point is that this election is going to cause a ton of division in this country. And whether you're on Kamala's side, Trump's side, as Americans, we still need to find a way to fix the divide between us. Because this is America. You can choose whoever the fuck you want. Now, here's the issue I have, is that if everything was honest and Kamala was this wonderful person and she was a great leader and she fucking could get on TV and tell us how amazing she's going to make America, and I would listen. I may even vote for her. However, I have not yet heard one fucking thing out of her mouth that has made me feel comfortable that she's going to be able to fix America. So all I'm saying is that if you're paying attention and you listen to Trump speak, you listen to Trump on Theo Von this week, on all the podcasts he's done, he's in PBD.
Jerry, by the way, yes, Jerry is coming with me to MSG on Sunday.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Be safe. MSG tomorrow, right? In 2 days?
Sunday.
Yeah. MSG, be safe in Madison Square Garden because there's going to be a ton of Trump supporters there. It's going to be sold out. There's going to be fucking chaos. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. I wish I can go. But all I'm saying is I have to work. It is what it is. My man Mike, Reverend Ferris, is going to be there. He's representing Belloheart.
Hey, if you recognize me, come by and say hello. You bastards.
This is the biggest election in our lifetimes. Pay the fuck attention. This is not no bullshit. This is not a fucking popularity contest. It's not about, we got to vote for the first black woman. We got to vote for the first Indian woman. We got to vote for the first woman. Listen, I'll vote for a woman any day of the week. I love women. I would love for a honest, powerful leader of a woman to be in charge like Tulsi Gabbard. I would love to vote for her. However, she's a fraud. Everything she says is BS. Nothing that comes out of that woman's mouth has any inspiration to anyone. It's all feelings based on bullshit. She's like an HR rep in my corporation that would sit in front of a class and tell us how we need to behave and how we need to react to all of our people's, if this person says this, and you should say this, and if
Jamie,
this person says this.
I want to end this podcast right now.
Okay.
But I want to do it my way.
Do it, brother.
Hug me. And just get rid of it.
All right, brother.
I love it, man. Just get rid of it. Just go away.
All right, vote. Vote, New Jersey. Have a good night.